This is the story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin my life.
The child wasn't his? The child wasn't his?
This whole Brett Fairley situation is absolutely mind-blowing and filled with one shocking revelation after another. TikTok has always been a platform where drama unfolds, but this story is something else entirely. Brett's downfall has sparked a lot of conversations, and it's not hard to see why. From what seemed to be a private matter has now become a full-blown public spectacle, leaving people shocked, confused, and divided over his story. For those of you who might not have caught up, let me fill you in on the wild details. Brett Fairley recently posted a 5-minute video on TikTok where he explained how he got involved in what could only be described as an extremely messy and complicated situation. This video has since been deleted, and if you try to check his page, you won't find it anymore. But don't worry, I've got you covered with all the juicy details. Brett titled his video, "I agreed to get an older woman pregnant and she tried to ruin my life." This title alone grabbed everyone's attention, and the content of the video did not disappoint in the drama department. In the video, Brett shared how he had a one-night stand with a woman he identified as Maria Nguyen when he was 23. They did not keep in touch after that fling, but months later, Maria contacted him out of the blue. She had a proposition for Brett that most people wouldn't expect. According to Brett, Maria reached out to him asking if he would get her pregnant because she had been unlucky in love and wanted to have a child before it was too late. She assured Brett that he wouldn't have to take on any fatherly responsibilities.
When I was 23, I had a one-night stand with a girl from my hometown named Maria. We both knew it was nothing more than that, and we didn't speak after. Several months later, I received a text from her saying that she hadn't been lucky in love and she wanted a baby before it was too late. So she asked if I would get her pregnant and I wouldn't have to bear any responsibility, like a sperm donor. I considered it and I first thought no, but after some time to think about it, I thought it'd be the right thing to do for someone struggling.
Brett admitted that at first he thought, no way, but after some time to think it over, he decided it was the right thing to do for someone in her situation. Brett moved back to California after Maria got pregnant, thinking that would be the end of his involvement. But, as you can probably guess, it wasn't. Brett's parents advised him to be part of the child's life. So when Maria was about to give birth, he flew back to be there for the delivery. He even went as far as tattooing the baby's middle name, Love, on his arm to signify his special moment.
The point is that Brett and his girlfriend posted this story onto social media for fame, clout, attention, without even a thought about how this would affect the child. That's the point. When I first watched his video, I had the same reaction. I was shocked. Oh my gosh, the kid isn't even his? But still, something just didn't sit right with me, okay? So I did more digging, I did more investigating, I watched other people's videos about it, because there are inconsistencies within his story, things that don't make sense.
According to Brett, Maria then suggested that they should become a family. However, Brett wasn't on board with this idea, and that is when things started to spiral. Maria, feeling rejected, began limiting Brett's access to their daughter, even refusing to let him see the child because Brett hadn't agreed to wear matching Halloween costumes with her. Yes, you heard that right. Matching Halloween costumes were the breaking point. As if things couldn't get more dramatic, Maria demanded child support from Brett, claiming that the initial agreement wasn't valid because their daughter did not have a social security number. To keep the peace, Brett agreed to pay her $10,000 upfront and $750,000 a month after that. This seemed to smooth things over for a while, and Brett was able to see his daughter more regularly, but the peace did not last long. Brett revealed that when he got a girlfriend, things took a turn for the worse. Maria was not happy about Brett's new relationship, and according to Brett, she called his girlfriend a derogatory name.
But then the lady went to his family and convinced his family that here's your grandbaby. Then convinced him to be a part of the child's life. Then put him on child support. Then made his life a living hell when he got a new girlfriend. You mean to tell me the end to the story was it wasn't even his baby?
Now here's where things get even messier. Maria herself had a partner who spent time with her daughter, but she was still upset about Brett's girlfriend being involved. Talk about a double standard. As if all this drama wasn't enough, Maria took to social media accusing Brett of being a deadbeat dad and absent from their daughter's life. She posted a scathing message that read, "I wish I had the choice to remove someone from her life so she doesn't have to experience the immense amount of pain she'll feel one day when she realizes someone who is supposed to be so important in her life is absent most of the time." But Brett wasn't about to take this lying down. He posted pictures of himself with a child, showing that Maria's accusations were far from the truth. Now, here's where the plot twist comes in. Brett revealed in his video that after all this drama, he took 2 paternity tests and both came back negative.
Maria, I allowed you to paint me as the villain and you as the victim for years to keep peace, but I hope you know that the only victim here is your child. I recently found out that our daughter isn't mine. I don't know who the dad is, but I've had 2 paternity tests done and they both say this. I believed Maria when she told me that I was the only possible father. The situation was weird, but I was always happy to be a dad. I knew that Maria already knew she was pregnant. She had to have when she asked me to get her pregnant. I didn't think that was something that someone would lie about to another human being. Not only to me, but my entire family as well. Everybody is distraught about this.
That's right, the child he had been paying child support for and fighting to see wasn't even his. I did not think that was something that someone would lie about to another human being, not only to me, but my entire family as well, Brett said, holding up the test results for everyone to see. The betrayal hit hard, and Brett ended the video by announcing that he was taking Maria to court. This video quickly went viral, racking up over 15 million views. Most of the comments were supportive of Brett, with people expressing sympathy for him and outrage at Maria. One commenter wrote, "If you can prove she knew you weren't the father from the jump, you've got a good fraud case. I hope it all works out." Brett responded to this by saying, "A friend of hers just gave me all the proof I needed." As if things hadn't gotten any worse, Brett's girlfriend, Nurse Hadley, also became a target of the backlash. TikTokers started digging into her role in the situation, with some accusing her of being just as involved in the drama as Brett. A user named Alexandra Bueno even posted a photo from Hadley's private Instagram story, which showed Brett's tattoo of the daughter's middle name with a red stroke through it. This suggested that Brett and Hadley had been planning this dramatic reveal for some time, and people were not impressed. One commenter wrote, "The fact Nurse Hadley, who portrays herself as some sort of archangel, is encouraging him posting this is a little sick and twisted. Like, as a mom, she should have more consideration for the kid." She shared screenshots of conversations that cast doubt on Brett's version of events. Michelle also hinted that Maria was planning to take Brett to court for defamation, so it seems like this battle is far from over. A TikToker named Rob also weighed in on the situation with his own unpopular opinion. He wasn't buying Brett's story and pointed out that Brett was far from blameless. He was overly given to the point where he agreed to be a sperm donor for someone he had a one-night stand with.
I really want to know, and I know this might be unpopular because everybody in the comments is supporting him. "Oh, I'm so sorry this happened to you." Where's the accountability on his side too? Because what part of that makes sense to y'all? He don't know this girl, and she talking about, "I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I'm not getting lucky with love." And you talking about you want to do a good thing? You could go serve at the soup kitchen and do a good thing. You could have took that $10,000 that you gave her, plus the little child support you was paying, and donated to charity and still did a good thing. But I think when we start using bodily fluids to help somebody, I think we got to draw the line somewhere with being nice. I really do. And where was his parents? Where was his and his parents' lack of discernment? Because your parents said this girl messengers behind talking about inviting you to the baby shower. And you said your parents convinced you need to be in this baby's life. If a woman was messaging my parents talking about, "Oh, your son is the father of my child," like because we did a sperm donor condition and stuff like that, my parents are going to cuss that girl out because you knew what you signed up for, but your parents convinced you to be in that baby life. And at that point, I think we crossed over from the point of you wanting to be a sperm donor to you wanting to be a father. And like you signed a birth certificate and going right along with it. Where's the accountability on his side? Not saying Maria ain't crazy. She's not insane.
So, where does this leave us? Brett and Maria are both reportedly heading to court. Brett to sue Maria for making him care for a child that isn't his, and Maria to sue Brett for defamation. It is safe to say that this situation is far from over, and both parties have a lot to answer for. Will Brett's plan backfire, or will he come out on top? And what about Maria's cousin? Does she have more tea to spill? We'll have to wait and see how this plays out in court. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Drop your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this messy situation. Until next time, bye loves.